Hello friends, welcome to the second section in the Spring Kafka series. In this video, we are going to see how we can set up a Kafka on a local Windows machine, and then we are going to use Kafka CLI to create a topic and produce and consume messages. So let's get started. Now, first let's try to understand what are steps needed for setting up Kafka. So first step one is to download the Kafka binaries from the Kafka website. We will download the binaries and those are same for both Windows and Linux. So after we download those, we will start a Zookeeper server on a local machine. So Kafka binaries contain Zookeeper server embedded inside it. We are going to use it, and we can also download Zookeeper server separately if we want to. So once we start Zookeeper on a local machine, it runs on a 2181 port. Once that is done, we are going to start Kafka server, and it starts on the 9092 port by default, and it start referring to Zookeeper once it starts. And this is our basically single broker setup. We are only going to start a single Kafka server. We can also start multiple Kafka server instances if we want to. Kafka is, as we saw in a previous lecture, like Kafka is a distributed system, and on production system you would like to have more Kafka brokers. Once the setup is done, in step 4 we are going to create a one topic and Kafka topic using a command line, and then we will use the command line to produce and consume messages from it. Now our first step is go to the kafka.apache.org website, and we are going to download the Kafka from here. So we will download the latest version of Kafka. Allow it to download completely. Once it is downloaded, we are going to extract it to a particular folder, and we will start a command line, and we'll start working on the setup. So download is completed now. So I have extracted the downloaded Kafka binaries under the d:/software directory. So let's see what are the different folders which are there under it. So you can see there is a bin, config, libs, logs, etc. folders there. We will mostly be working with bin and config only. So bin folder contains all the Kafka commands that we can use. So let's see what is inside bin. So if you can see, there are a lot of Kafka commands with sh extension. So these are meant for Linux. If you are working on a Linux or Mac, you can use this. For Windows there is a separate directory, and if I do ls there, sorry, we are on Windows. If I do dir there, you will see that there are bat extension files there. So we are going to use this. So let's start with our next step, which is like starting a Zookeeper server. We are going to use the Windows folder command. So for Zookeeper there is a command called zookeeper server start.bat, and we need to provide one config is under config directory. We are not going to change config, so we are basically going to use the default Zookeeper properties here. So once we start it, it will start running the Zookeeper server. Once Zookeeper is started, you can see there is a binding mention here. It is running on the 2181 port on a localhost. So once our Zookeeper is running, let's open the another tab. Here we are going to start our Kafka server. So command for that is Kafka server start.bat, and we need to also provide a config here. We are going to pass a default server.properties. This property file basically contains the broker ID. Also, it also contains the path to a Zookeeper. So by default, it has the localhost 2181 path, so we don't need to change anything here. We will start the Kafka server. So once it is started, we are going to, now we need to create a topic. So we have the Zookeeper instance running here, and we have the Kafka broker started. So now we are going to create a Kafka topic. Command from for that is Kafka topics.pad file. Since we have to create a topic, we are going to pass in argument as a create. Then we need to specify topic name. We will say message topic, and we need to point it to our Kafka broker that is running. So we are going to pass an argument, a bootstrap server. Since our broker is running at local server localhost 9092, we'll pass that argument. So when we create a topic, we can also specify a number of partition. We are going to specify partitions at 3. You will see that the topic is created. Now to confirm if the topic is created or not, we can use the command describe topic. I'm going to use it. Let's run it and see. Okay, so now you can see that it gives us some information about the topic. Topic name is message topic. Specifies partition count. We have created 3 partitions, so these are the 3 partitions, 0, 1 and 2. Since we since we have only single broker, we did not specify any replication, so that's why replication factor is 1. And since we have only one broker, everything, leader and replicas, everything is on that particular broker, which is a broker 0. Now that we have created the topic, which is a message topic, we are going to produce a message to this topic, and we are going to use a Kafka console producer, which comes with Kafka binaries. Console producer to produce the messages to the topic. So we need to specify a topic name here, is message topic, and we also need to specify a bootstrap server. It's localhost. So once it starts, it provides us this terminal where we can specify messages. Now how do we check that whether those messages are actually produced to the topic? For that, we are going to use a Kafka console consumer. Let's go to the new tab, and here we are going to start Kafka console consumer. We need to pass the argument topic. Topic is a message topic. We need to again pass in bootstrap server argument. And by default, Kafka console consumer runs only recent messages, but we want to see like all the messages from beginning, so we need to pass in argument like from beginning. So once this consumer start running, you will see the messages which we already sent it, and you can see that it is waiting for next messages. If I go here and type in more messages, it will start displaying those as well. So that's it for this video. In next video, we are actually going to use a Spring Boot library, Spring Kafka library, to produce the message to this topic. We will see how to do it. See you in the next video.